Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with the evening news. And the headlines. Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister Patton inspects district hospital and all quarantine facilities against COVID-19 in Wokha district. Nagaland Baptist Church Council calls upon the church leaders to avoid gathering in churches until the lockdown is over. First day of the 3-day total lockdown in Dimapur passes off successfully. And Nagaland Public Rights Awareness and Action Forum appeals people to support state government to combat COVID-19. Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister and legislator in charge of novel coronavirus pandemic for Wokha district, Patton, today visited district COVID-19 hospital, Wokha, and all quarantine facilities at the district hospital, GHSS, and CMC Wokha. Speaking during the short interaction held at DC Conference Hall, Patton asked the district administration, police and medical to come forward and contribute suggestions, guidance and grievances in regard to COVID-19 so that it can be pursued with the government. Reminding that Wokha district lies along the Assam-Nagaland border, he said any person from other state can enter and reach any destination in Nagaland. He therefore asked the district administration, medical staff and police to remain alert. He said maintaining social distance is the only option to fight against the pandemic. He also donated 4,000 face masks and 1,500 hand sanitizers to the district task force for COVID-19 for distribution to the needy. Advisor for Horticulture and Border Affairs Patton said cohesiveness among the health workers will only help achieve and defeat the virus. MLA Dr. Chamben Muri and Lothaho President Mandamu Wung were also present. Nagaland Baptist Church Council (NBCC) has called upon the church leaders to be sensitive and to avoid gathering in the church building until the lockdown is over. General Secretary NBCC Reverend Dr. Zelho Keho in a release said, as believers seek God's mercy and intervention to protect us, it is imperative for each and everyone to take precautionary measures at this time. He said all must obey the directive issued by the authority by suspending all the church worship and gathering and maintain social distancing. He said it is not a time now to point fingers at each other, rather it is time to come together and fight the pandemic together. Reverend Geho also called upon all the believers to continue to pray for the leaders in the government level, health workers such as doctors, nurses, media persons, and the bankers who are working day and night for the citizens. The first day of the 3-day total lockdown clamped in Dimapur in order to contain the spread of COVID-19, which began from 6 a.m. today, passed off successfully as public remained indoors. All the business establishments downed their shutters and streets were empty as movement of vehicles and pedestrians were restricted except for those exempted from the purview of the restrictions. Dimapur Police PRO stated that the total shutdown was a success and no untoward incidents were reported. The restrictions have been imposed by the district administration to ensure self-isolation and social distancing in public places as ordered by the state government. The Nagaland Public Rights Awareness and Action Forum (NPRAAF) has appealed to the people to support the state government to combat the deadly COVID-19 by staying at home, obeying the call of 21-day nationwide lockdown. In a release, NPRAAF said, "We are required to behave as responsible citizens during this difficult time." It said this is not a time to be critical against the state government, but to join hands with the government as the pandemic of this magnitude will not be easy to overcome without people's cooperation. Also appreciating the Nagaland government for sanctioning 17.5 crore rupees for village development boards to procure basic necessities in combating COVID-19, NPRAAF, however, said it is not possible to procure anything anywhere at this juncture as cities and towns are locked down only to open for limited time to enable the people to buy essentials. The forum therefore suggested that it would be better if the government arranges measures to help the villagers with the basic needs and commodities instead of money. The forum also appealed the Nagaland Medical Dealers Association to reconsider shutting down medical shops indefinitely, starting today, as it will affect many sick people. Nagaland Principal Secretary for Home Abhijit Sinha today said that as on the 8th day of the nationwide lockdown in Nagaland against coronavirus pandemic, a total of 40 violations were reported. Giving the law and order and facilitation of essential goods and services in the state for today, Sinha said remedial steps were taken against the violations committed. He said 49 persons were arrested, 39 FIRs were lodged under Section 188 IPC, and 1 FIR lodged. He said no law and order incidents have been reported in the state. On the supply of essential goods and services, control room is being set up to monitor the essential supplies in all the 11 districts of the state. Shops for food grains and groceries were opened in all the districts except for Dimapur. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Here are a few key messages on COVID-19. Minister for Railways and Commerce and Industry reviews railways preparations for supplementing national fight against COVID-19. Railways to widen relief outreach in consultation with district authorities and NGOs, etc. Work on conversion of first lot of 5,000 isolation coaches already started in a phased manner. Indian Railways and Rail PSUs to forego one-day salary for PM Care Fund, and parcel trains to supply medicines, essential supplies and edibles. Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba held a meeting today by video conferencing with all the Chief Secretaries and Director General Police of the states. The states were sensitized about the intensive contact tracing of Tablighi Jamaat participants, as this has increased the risk of containment efforts of COVID-19. The states were asked to complete the contact tracing process on a war footing. The states were asked to initiate action for violation of visa condition against the foreigners and the organizers of the event. The states were also asked to implement the PM Garib Kalyan Yojana within the next week. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today reviewed his ministry's efforts to fight COVID-19. Singh directed all organizations to redouble efforts in assisting civilian authorities. He appreciated the efforts being made by various services, organizations and defence public sector undertakings in terms of evacuation, provision of health care in quarantine facilities. Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat informed the Minister that separate hospitals have been identified to exclusively deal with COVID-19. General Rawat informed that more than 9,000 hospital beds have been made available and over 1,000 evacuees are quarantined at various facilities. Nagaland Press Association NPA has expressed sadness over the demise of late Solo Thong, father of the president of Kohima Press Club, Alice Yusu. He passed away today after a brief illness in Dimapur. Extending heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family, NPA President H. Chishi said, late Thong has left a permanent imprint on the hearts of everyone who had the pleasure of knowing him. The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its bilingual live phone-in program today, will bring you a discussion on measures to prevent COVID-19 infection under Corona Jagrukta series. Dr. K. Srinath Reddy, President of Public Health Foundation of India and former Head of Department of Cardiology at All India Institutes of Medical Sciences, will participate in the discussion. Listeners can ask questions to the experts on toll-free telephone number 1800-115767. I repeat, 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444. I repeat, 011-2331-4444. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:10 p.m. onwards. And now to end the news, here are main points again. Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister Patton inspects district hospital and all quarantine facilities against COVID-19 in Wokha district. Nagaland Baptist Church Council calls upon the church leaders to avoid gathering in churches until the lockdown is over. First day of the 3-day total lockdown in Dimapur passes off successfully. And Nagaland Public Rights Awareness and Action Forum appeals people to support the state government to combat COVID-19. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.